Arcadian Vanguard presents The Wrestling News in your daily wrestling newscast for Monday, July 29th, 2024. Good morning, I'm Mike Sempervive. We begin today with results from Josh Barnett's Bloodsport 11, which featured wrestlers from WWE, NXT, TNA, Ring of Honor, GCW, New Japan, MLW, and Tokyo Joshi Pro. The show was carried on Triller Plus from the Roulette Intermedium in Brooklyn, New York. In the main event, WWE's Shayna Baszler defeated Miyu Yamashita of Tokyo Joshi Pro. This was Baszler's second Bloodsport appearance as of late. Both of WWE's Creed brothers were also in action.
Yeah, he's looking to get him into position for some kind of throw.
Or a powerbomb.
Oh!
There it is. That's it.
As you just heard, Brutus Creed defeated MLW's Filthy Tom Lawler by TKO.
Went underneath of the plunge, slammed him down.
Oh, good night. Good night. That is it. Julius Creed knocks out Matt Makowski.
And Julius Creed defeated GCW's Matt Makowski. Charlie Dempsey of NXT lost to New Japan Strong's Royce Isaacs by submission. In a battle of TNA wrestlers, Masha Slamovich beat Jody Threat by TKO. Homicide defeated Mike Santana of TNA via referee stoppage. Homicide attacked the referee after the match. Also winning by TKO was Josh Barnett himself, who went over Bad Dude Tito. Josh Woods of Ring of Honor battled Timothy Thatcher to a double countout. In other results, TNA's Speedball Mike Bailey defeated Akira of MLW by TKO. And Hedy Karawi defeated Brian Johnson via submission. Also on the show, MVP made an appearance and announced that his contract with WWE was up and challenged Barnett to a future Bloodsport match.
I recently got my black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And my contract with a company who I won't mention right now is about to expire. And I'm not going back, Josh. I'm not ready to retire yet. And there's a few things I got to do before I hang them up for good. Josh Barnett, would you fight me out of Bloodsport?
In AEW news, this coming Saturday's airing of Collision will be pushed back to a 5 p.m. Eastern start time on TNT. Due to a Star Wars movie marathon taking place on the cable channel. AEW will hold tapings for this Saturday's Collision on Thursday evening in Arlington, Texas. Turning to Japan, New Japan Pro Wrestling ran Day 6 of their annual G1 Climax tournament on Sunday at the Fukuoka Convention Center with 5 B-block matches taking place. Results saw Oleg Boltin defeat El Phantasmo, Jeff Cobb beat Yuya Uemura, Konosuke Takeshita defeated Hanare, David Finlay down Ren Narita, and Hiroki Goto beat Yota Tsuji. The Fukuoka Convention Center will also be the site of today's Day 7 event. And before we leave you today, we'd like to remind you that however you consume your content, you can find the wrestling news 24 hours a day and 7 days a week across social media. On Twitter, follow us at Wrestling News AV. Our Facebook page is also Wrestling News AV. The Wrestling News can also be found on the Arcadian Vanguard YouTube page. And for those who utilize Amazon Echo devices, just tell Alexa to play the Wrestling News podcast. And remember to make sure you add podcast at the end. Once again, for daily updates, breaking news, and more, follow the Wrestling News across social media. And that's the news for today. If anything happens, we will be here to tell you about it. No clickbait, no paywall, just the Wrestling News. The Wrestling News is a division of Arcadian Vanguard, and the Wrestling Newscast is a production of the Arcadian Vanguard Podcast Network.